But I'm actually not gonna beat my record if I don't get that skip. It's such an important one.
Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as if pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity, that survivor. No man, it's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Sometimes you just need a drink. A school of squirts tunnels up around him. Must have fled here from the mines. He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous water holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him for a drinking bit. Then Kid finds his trusty shield. The security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery. Gas fuzz. Windbags start turning up for last call.
Oh, I actually got it.
More squirts start coming out of the woodwork.
Would have been even more optimal if I could hit those two windbags at the same time.
Pops out in front of the kid.
What's the world record? Oh
He
god.
gets a good look at things on his way
I think
down. He lands on
13,
top of a breaker's
50,
bowl.
I think, out of the top of my head, but probably wrong.
Good news is the
I'll look
emergency defense is
it
still
up
working.
after this.
Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. Right back at you, he finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job. Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins. An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now. Kid's gotta move forward, not down.
Oh, what? I've never had that happen before. What the fuck? That's awesome. The first cannon got countered, and then the countered bullet hit the second cannon.
Fast learner.
So I didn't have to
Finds
block
the
it.
core to the wharf district. He steals the city's heart. Might as well. So down he goes. Down toward the Bastion. Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me. There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest. Enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there. Then watch. And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again. Growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next. The Bastion ain't gonna build itself. Well,
13:29. Yeah, so I was 20 seconds off.
now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong.
You were
One of
third
these
place, right?
twisted
So Luke?
streets. But which one?
If I recall
And there it
correctly.
is. But it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check. And now there's a new marshal in town. He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it.
You missed
The
it.
old
You
world's
were
but the
third
new
place if I
world's just getting
recall correctly,
started.
right?
The cores. They remember. That's why this place is coming together.
Out of the any
That's
percent
why things
MS
are gonna
runs?
be all
Or no
right.
MS, I mean.
Kid ponders what to build. Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him.
Yeah. I think I like this song more than the other one.
The dead welcome him with open arms. The calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around. These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. It was someone like him. It's a snag or two trying to get to him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what. He's got so many questions after all. The Thunder brothers didn't make it.
I honestly thought I saved that.
Nordy the bird boy
That's it.
didn't make it.
Keep doing that. Fall at the start there and then immediately stand up
But
for a
him,
wolf again.
he survived. Just think. Without that man,
That was just
we
lovely.
wouldn't be here right now. Would we? What do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue. But he says this. We have to go. Please.
Have you ever heard them singing together in some dressing room or whatever? I think I did.
He's
Yeah.
a proper gentleman.
I'm subscribed to their YouTube channel.
His name is Salt.
That's one of the first videos they uploaded, I think.
No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like
Can
him
roll
ain't
down
been a common sight in
stairs.
Zealandia.
You're talking about the
He's relieved to
stairs
see a
that where I
living
felt
face or
twice,
two.
right? Like
Kid
on
and
the
I
far right of
introduce
the level.
ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each
I
other.
thought you could roll onto
For
the
the
stairs
first
and then
time.
walk the rest. But anyway, I fucked it up anyways.
Zolf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this. Kids
Yeah, okay.
surprised
I'll
when I
keep it in
thought
mind.
there was only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either. There's only one way to Cinderbrick Fort. The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags. The calamity was mercy. Folks. Windbags ain't much.
So, do you know if there's a tutorial out there for people to run with the musket? Because I'm kind of interested in how that is run. Probably won't run it, because I'm already using this version. But I am curious to how it's different from musketless.
Security's plane gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works. They trapped the kid in the middle of the force parade grounds. And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort.
Musket is slower. Yeah, I figured as much.
Kid shows up just as Zolf's telling me about his own journey to the city. Seems the only thing the calamity saved for Zolf.
Why is it raining?
was his smoke bang
It's always
up the
raining?
monument pretty
At
bad.
this point?
That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. But there's a way to put it back together.
I
Shards.
did it again.
The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds.
I almost went to the
Someone
wrong
for
level.
that plan.
Speak is used as a safety net for the Queen Anne and Lunky fights, right?
Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested.
Because I was thinking like,
Many a tale folks use.
I have
to
a lot
steer
of
their
trouble
children straight,
in this level with
originated
80
here.
Queen Anne fight and
They
this
were quick and quiet.
fucking vine. That's why
They
I
used to think
use
that
it on
ankle gators were
there.
extinct.
Because I prefer
They
recycling
turns out
Queen Anne
Queen
fight
Anne
because I'm not
got
told that I can
shard.
recycle it anyways.
Ankle gators love shiny.
But I'm thinking,
Brushers
can
use
you
their
clear
pipes
that
to keep the
bush
distance right. Now the kid
with the
can do
musket
same.
in one
Queenie
shot?
leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass
Almost
and he's
did
Queen
again.
Anne's lunch. The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows.
I never know the angle
Those
is
leaping
exactly.
lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid. Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair?
Well, isn't it better
Use
to
the kid as bait.
start the Queen Anne fight and then
Got it.
kill the birds?
And now
Because
to
she
finish
still
her
needs to
off,
come over here
the
anyways.
shard's sitting in plain view.
If you wanna
Now
go
she's
for that
coming
exit,
for him. She's got nowhere
special.
else to go. She's starting to get annoyed. They say if you run
Yeah.
across an ankle gator, you better keep running. After
pretty
all
bad.
that, kid lets the ankle gator go.
The musket can clear just enough the bush to get through, but it's a pretty precise shot.
Hope Queen Anne don't mind us borrowing from the treasury. All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it. It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place. Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city. High time we built something new.
When I start the Queen Anne and kill the pack for like something well you wait. Yeah, okay. Because in your tutorial you show off the bird first, which makes sense because then you have more time to explain about the Queen Anne fight, but you never specify that you should do it in that order.
As for us, we learned an awful lot.
Which I honestly should have figured out myself, but I just went with what I saw.
Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here, but we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. Places inhospitable as they come. After all, when we look down inside Colford Cauldron, look down through all the smoke and flames, we had to have it. As for the kid,
I do feel like waiting a slight moment before picking up the core improves my odds of not duping it, or like, improves my odds of duping it.
Ever seen waiting for him on the other side. The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt. He comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.
Yeah, but like it's a small thing in the video.
Works like
it's like I figured it out myself as well that it's for the cluster, and I should do it. I accidentally clicked out of the game, but yeah, I should have figured it out myself. But I was thinking maybe it's because the Queen Anne initiation locks a cam that you didn't do it for that reason or something.
The arsenal's complete in case we need protection. First things first. What do we build next?
I find that trying to dupe on the first time you can one on impossible makes the chance of duping lower. Yeah, I do remember you mentioning that in the video, and that's why I decided to try waiting with picking it up during these runs. And I do notice that it is indeed easier to
remember things. They're recording everything.
To wait a little bit. Oops, wrong way.
The quarry ain't exactly up to safety standards no more. Now why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? Might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen. The largest ones, you know as cores. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? We never could get stubborn old Lunky to leave.
Got it and then fucking fell himself.
Goes to a beast we took to Colin. Sir Lunky. Massive things stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. Are you alright? It says. Kid hears him.
And actually fall while the camera is looking.
If that's the way it
is, I got the Lunky drop, so this might actually improve the time again, even though the rest was worse. I'm not sure how long I took with that fight last time. Oh, that's significantly faster.
Say what you will about Zolf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care.
I also do this wrong somehow. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
The Ura think they got him.
The game keeps alt-tabbing out of nowhere.
No way out of this.
Like, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to die here in 2 cycles, but
Zolf showed him the way here.
I don't know how those damage values work. And my game crashed. No! Oh no!
Zolf was such a cordial
took extra long to load. Alright, well, there goes that record. Didn't crash, it just froze during load time.
The shards.
It still wasted time.
Remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. The Bastion. It's finally finished.
Man, this run was a fucking roller coaster.
Now, there's something I want you to see.
The load time shouldn't take any longer than usual though. I don't know, it just froze. I also had a couple times where I just randomly alt-passed even though I didn't take out of the game.
Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you've done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions.
Yeah, well.
You made it.
Hey, kid.
It was 2 seconds. 2 seconds on the record.
It's
Still
finished.
got it.
Now, sit tight. It'll be over soon.